This is how we know all of this is complete bullshit. This is coming to us from the undefeated. Why it's time for the NFL to bring Colin Kaepernick back. There's only one thing that will bring the league legitimacy with its critics. Its critics who likely never watched football nor never cared, or just bandwagoners because when something's popular, it'll get a lot of people just hopping on its wave. And well, damn it, the NFL has bucked and bowed. They sat there even after going through their whole thing with Jay-Z, after the button got pushed. Now, I don't know who pushes these buttons, but after the button got pushed to, yes, we need to capitulate to BLM because it's the new groove, it's just been one misstep after another misstep. And I think it's going to be very interesting how these ratings pan out after all of this ass kissing from from a lot of brands and entities that really shouldn't even have bothered in the first place with trying to appease this very small but vocal minority that is currently occupying Chaz in Seattle right now. This is written by Jason Reed. That guy's a little like not Wilbon, but the Mike Wilbon, right? Mike Wilbon from PTI. He looks a little bit like him. Guys, let's get into this. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell recently admitted the league erred in how it handled peaceful player protest of police brutality and systemic oppression. Oh my Christ, systemic oppression. Like you talking about millionaires here, guys. Like, that's the thing. Like, you're not oppressed if you've been able to make it to that level. There's no way that you can, I mean, it is because they're doing it. But when you're able to make it to that level, I'm sorry, to sit here and cry oppression is just it's very two-faced. Last week, the NFL both considerably increased its social justice footprint and committed to observing Juneteenth, celebrated as the effective end of slavery in the United States, as a company holiday and closing the league's offices. Okay, so when it comes to the Juneteenth thing, it's about the same age as I am. I did a little research. It came up in like 1980. So I didn't grow up with it because I didn't even know it existed until a few years ago. So, I could really care less. For all of the NFL's outreach to its on-field workforce, which is about 70% Black and African-American fans affected by past mistakes, Goodell still hasn't taken the two most important steps needed to begin the reconciliation process in earnest. Apologize to Colin Kaepernick, though they gave him tons of money and a workout, and give a full-throated endorsement of his return to the league. Why? What does this fix? What does this help? What legislation or policy does this move forward? It moves nothing forward. That's how you can tell. Like, real talk, guys. This is how you can tell. It's all show. Until Goodell completes that two-step process, no amount of money donated to underprivileged communities or days off for league employees to commemorate the Black experience in America will satisfy the NFL's many critics, who view those efforts as illegitimate because Kaepernick has been on the outside looking in for the past 3 seasons, and guess what? He needed to stay his ass on the outside. We saw that workout that he gave. Like here's the thing. Like, if they hadn't been capitulating this entire time, it'd be one thing. But here they go. They sat there. They was like, you know what? We just haven't paid attention to the experiences of Black America. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. Like, no, you're paying the most arrogant amongst us millions of dollars a year. You know what? We're cool. We're cool. It's first-degree premeditated hypocrisy, said USC law professor Jody David Armour, who studies the intersection of race and legal decision-making. They are speaking with a forked tongue. There's no way to see, this is what I tell y'all about academia. There's no way to characterize their words. Their conciliatory words of atonement are being drowned out by their deeds because Kaepernick still does not have because he sucks. That's the whole reason he took the knee in the first place. It had nothing to do with Black America. He could give less of a shit, but here they are. It's amazing. It really is amazing, the type of propaganda and the like I said, the mindset, the victim mentality that it permeates academia, to whereas, oh my goodness, Kaepernick doesn't have. Who gives a shit? What does that help? Who does this help? outside of Colin Kaepernick. Like that's the problem. But that's the thing. These liberals, of a paler complexion than myself, they like, oh, they find their little they find their niche and they run with it. Make no mistake, from a football standpoint, there's no legitimate reason that Kaepernick hasn't been on an NFL roster since the end of the 2016 season. Yes, there is, because he sucks. The one-time San Francisco starter led the 49ers to, so what? That's the pass. Did you see that workout? Seriously, I think my core is in better shape than his is. Come on, man. Pass, family. Over the 2017 season, undefeated, blah, 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 asked two NFC offensive play callers to provide a detailed analysis of Kaepernick. Okay, yeah, sure, the undefeated. That's the thing about these supposedly quote unquote black outlets. We've talked about the Confederate flag thing. About these black outlets is that, they're here just to claim victimhood and sit here and boost up for a dude that real talk, like, oh, he donated $100,000 here, he put some money there. We've had this conversation about charities all the time on the channel. I mean, it's really ridiculous and this is the biggest tell that this has absolutely nothing to do with quote unquote black life or the black experience. I mean, man, this is the pinnacle of bullshit, if we want to keep it a buck. And I'm not really interested in rehashing all of this shit because this story needs to go away. It really does. The only reason I just see them pushing it so hard now it's the only reason I'm even making the video, guys, is because it's like, yo, they like, this is how you can tell this. None of this, like, yo, you think they care about me? You think they care about you? Nah, not even. This is nonsense. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like this, also like this, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you might get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I mean, am I wrong? I don't think I am. This is going on for way too long, and it's just another big hint that everything that's taking place right now is at the behest of somebody who really wants to see this country broken at its very core. And I think we're better than that. I think we're smart enough to be able to see through this. And I honestly hope that the NFL takes a gigantic hit for this. If the NFL breaks financially because of this, I couldn't be happier, because you brought it upon yourself by capitulating to a minority of people who had no interest in partaking in your, like, because that's the thing about the whole social justice thing, get woke, go broke. It is antithetical to, when you produce a product, right? Just produce good football, a good sport we all can get around and enjoy. But no, that's not it. That's not it. And they've been getting pushed this way for a real long time. The NBA is already like all in on this type of stuff. It's ridiculous, and it's sad, because at the end of the day, yeah, you are just a football player. Well, you were just a football player. Congratulations, you're no longer such. LeBron is just a basketball player, and at the end of the day, they have nothing. Their publicists and their handlers can only take them but so far, because the point of their mere existence is to subvert from solutions and subvert from real, policies and initiatives that can legitimately fix a lot of these problems that they care so much about. It's trash. It really is trash. But you may feel differently, and that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.